time for you to wake up from your cat nap. It's time for me to ask you where my next snack's at. Feel my feet on your back, making muffins on your back. She got swift paws trying to catch these claws. Swiping right, leave you left with cuts and sores. Hold you down with the front, rip you up with the back. Quick runny kick to the gut, hit the sack. Get up and get at, no time to relax. Time for you to wake up from your cat nap. Time for me to ask you where my next snack's at. Feel my feet on your back, making muffins on your back. Making muffins on your back. Feel my feet on your back, making muffins on your back. Yo, used to rough in the street, just a kitten in a little big monkey world. Shopping for my food, tell her man a friend, a monkey girl. Took me to her place, then I got a taste. Kibble in the bowl, it was incredible. Stayed a little while, next thing you know, home from the bed. Back comb around the neck, itching on my chin, where the doctor put the stitching in. Huh. You know, every once in a while, I get a weird little inspiration to just write little rap verses from the perspective of a cat. And with two examples, these ideas have come to fruition in the form of musical videos that you can view on my first channel, which is called Kudos to You. So, I don't know, I was just working out some lyrics, spitting out some ideas. I like the idea of the making muffins on your back fat. That's a cute thing that cats do that I love, and it's funny to kind of make it into rappiness. Rapping music. So, oh man. YouTube does this thing where, like, you're loading up a video, and one of the first things on the screen that loads is this progress bar and the play button. And what I want to do is I want to bring the video up, but then I want to immediately pause it. I want to not play it yet. So I hover over the play bar, but then as soon as the video starts playing, it shifts over, and then I'm now hovering over the go back and play a different video button. And it just constantly does that. See if I can. So, yeah, okay, pause. We're home, Cuddy. It did it. Kind of did it late, but. So I'm going to play this, and going to get a drink. We're going to talk about what to do tonight. This is just like a little animation exercise. I don't exactly know what the point of it is or what it's for, but I just kind of felt like, you know, just trying to do some keyframing and just practicing doing animation for the practice of it. So let's watch this, and we will say happy Friday to all the friendly listeners. And we're going to listen to that big, long, new knowledge fight video or podcast. The one about Tuxter Simpson, Tumster Carmen. And Dan went to go see him live at the live event. So we're going to hear all about it. Let's get you out of this carrier. Here you go. Oh, look at that. Still feeling shy. Cuddy, I've got your favorite catnip. Here. Do you want it?
Rip it open and let that nip slip. Gonna get smashed up on some catnip. Home from the pound, under the couch. Hiding can't be found, catnip in the mouse. I don't announce, I only crouch. Then I do a little wiggle, then I pounce. I'm picking them up and ripping them up, they put me in the pound. Now I'm back in the house, brr, brr, get the mouse. Trip, tripping, I'm getting into that nip again. Clip, clipping, I'm cutting into that get again. Dip, dip, I'm getting to feed the fish again. Flip, flopping, if you're falling, then I'm keeping them. Ooh, my fly by, little sugar pie. These intriguing flapping wings, see 'em flutter by. I'm scheming for a way to meet 'em. Wanna catch 'em in my teeth and wanna hold 'em down and mince 'em, eat 'em. Should I eat 'em raw, or should I season 'em and heat 'em? Should I beat 'em all, or should I mash 'em up and leave 'em? Should I cut 'em up, or should I hold 'em down and suffocate 'em? Should I clean 'em up and take 'em out and then incinerate 'em? Rip it open and let that nip slip. Gonna get smashed up on some catnip. Home from the pound, under the couch. Hiding can't be found, catnip in the mouse. I don't announce, I only crouch. Then I do a little wiggle, then I bounce. I'm picking them up and ripping them up, they put me in the pound. Now I'm back in the house, brr, brr, get the mouse. 6 o'clock at my back, this one's looking like a snack. And I'm feeling pretty peckish, and I didn't bring a lunch sack. No. Or a snack pack, no. Or a cake stack, no. Or a spice rack, hell no. So which one of these fly little things wanna get to know me? I like a nice lunch meat, get it, get it. Which one of them fly little flutter ones wanna get invited to a dinner party? Lights on. When I see him creeping up and crawling in, that is when I begin stalking him and catching him. When you see me with a grin, that is when I'm tucking in yet again, crushing him and leaving him. Leaving him weighted up and waiting up with bated breath. Leaving him battered up and beaten up with a broken chest. Leaving him kind of fed up and a beaten bruised, you know the rest. That's what I do best. That's what I do best. You know the rest. That's what I do best. You know the... You know the rest. Bitty bada boom, the pen, the popper, get the bonbon, get the pitter patter pudding, paws on the pom pom, getting glitter all over the kitchen, and this kitten is getting into the chicken, gonna eat it till I'm getting sick. I quit quitting, so I gotta try to eat it quick. Nom nom, caught creeping, so I gotta vomit on the front lawn, not sleeping, so I'm gonna rap another long song, shop keeping papa feeding while I drop another bomb bomb. Thinking about my catches and all of my kills, the list is long long. Thinking about them little critters and how every single one of them is long gone. Thinking of stepping to me and they're thinking wrong wrong. Rip it open and let that nip slip. Gonna get smashed up on some catnip. Home from the pound, under the couch. Hiding can't be found, catnip in the mouse. I don't announce, I only crouch. Then I do a little wiggle, then I bounce. I'm picking them up and ripping them up, they put me in the pound. Now I'm back in the house, brr, brr, get the mouse. Rip it open and let that nip slip. Gonna get smashed up on some catnip. Home from the pound, under the couch. Hiding can't be found, catnip in the mouse. I don't announce, I only crouch. Then I do a little wiggle, then I bounce. I'm picking them up and ripping them up, they put me in the pound. Now I'm back in the house, brr, brr, get the mouse.
Get the mouse indeed. I just realized that the whole time for the first start of the stream, I wasn't showing the correct display. I was displaying the Google Earth. I was just too far zoomed out is basically the problem. The camera was extremely zoomed out, and all you could see was the, well, you could see both hemispheres at once, which is pretty impressive. Pretty impressive of a view. Not only could you see the curvature, you're pretty much seeing the whole thing. Anywho's. So I've been doing a lot of good stuff off stream. And let's save this as Bouncy Blob. And so I got a very special kind of episode. It is an Alex free episode. There's no Alex in this one. Instead, we have a commercial that was aired on Alex's show that Jen and Jordan make fun of. And here's a little hint as to what that commercial is. Let's open this up all big size like. It's weird. I always have to use. What? Where to hide your guns and where not to hide them. That's right. I'm doing the where to hide your guns thing. And the commercial is pretty bonkers. Would you like to see what I've got so far? I'll give you a little sample. Give you a little sample of what I got. Let's see what's gonna be with subtitles B. Okay, it's this one.
Okay, it's too weird.
It's too weird. Dan is right. All right, so let's watch a little sneak preview.
This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill. Gun sales are on a staggering pace. Gun prices are going through the roof, and that means desperate, vicious criminals now want your guns and will do anything to get them. Now,
All right, that's the teaser I'll give you. All right. That's what we got so far. So, as you can see, the pacing of this commercial is a lot of fun. This is kind of reminiscent of the fish oil, krill oil commercial because it just has all these fast cuts, which kind of like, for me, is sort of fun to just have lots of really, really short scenes. Like if they're just like 3 or 4 frames and then a different scene. It's actually kind of like, I don't know. There's something engaging about it. And it also had this imagery because they have all these like explosion and glass breaking sounds that, you know, are left to the imagination as this commercial is on radio. So I thought it just pictured this guy just like breaking into someone's window.
this is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill. Gun sales are on a staggering pace. Gun prices are going through the roof, and that means desperate, vicious criminals now want your guns and will do anything to get them.
All right. I think the rest of that kind of speaks for itself. I think it's pretty obvious what I'm commenting on here. How much these gun hiding lunatics are like losing their minds over people that don't look like them. So
Prices are going through the roof.
Obvious like visual pun going through the roof.
Pace. Gun prices are going through the roof, and that means
Because of the fast pacing, like I drew too much action. I drew him kicking him up, and then I drew him flying up through the roof, and then him jumping back up and then going through. But if you try to show all that at the same time, it kind of gets behind for the timing for everything else. So I ended up doing this little split screen,
pace.
which I think works pretty good.
Pace. Gun prices
And then you see him jump up and then
are going through the roof, and that
back to there. It's kind of a little bit of a weird cut from here to here. Yeah, from the split screen.
prices are
It sort of jumps a little bit, but I don't think it's too distracting.
gun sales are on.
Anyway, I actually finished the whole thing, but I'm not going to show the whole thing here yet. The other thing is I'm going to do a new outro, and this is going to be the start of something that's going to span across multiple videos in the future as I make them. And that is Celine's family. So on some episode or other, Celine, Frederick H. actually, adopted an animal in the name of Celine, and it's Bondeni, a baby elephant in Kenya. And that kicked off a whole chain of people like ceremonially adopting animals to be in Celine's family. So there's Bondeni and Celine, and then the next week or a couple weeks later, somebody adopts a quokka. So I've got a quokka, but that's not going to be in this episode. This episode is just going to be Bondeni. And then the next video I make, we'll do another outro, and we're going to add the quokka. And then the next video, we'll add the other ones. Hold on, I have a list here. Okay. So the first animal was the elephant. Then we had the quokka. Then a blue whale. You notice I have a little bit of water right here. That's foreshadowing. We're going to pan over, and it's going to be a big-ass blue whale like in this pond. And then we got a possum. And then we got a gorilla. I've already drawn a gorilla. Maybe I could reuse the same one. I think I should from the gorilla episode. Then it's a tree or like a bunch of trees. I can't remember. So we're going to add more trees to the background. Then there's a pangolin. Then there's a rhino, an African rhino. Then there's a bee. The bee, as far as my research has found, from episode 597, was, I guess, the last time someone did that. The last one. It was in 2021, which is a shame. But it's a manageable number for me to, that's how many more videos, like 10 more videos or something. So we'll have to just keep thinking of ideas. But so the outro, it's going to be this. Not that. It's actually going to be, I'm going to get Dan and Jordan as well. Here we go.
Don't hide them in your underwear.
Don't do that.
Nuh-uh.
Don't do that.
Don't hide it in your shoe.
No.
Don't hide it in the zoo.
I was a highwayman.
Jordan.
Quick question for you.
What?
That's this one.
Don't do that.
Question for you.
What's up?
What's your bright spot today?
My bright spot today, Jordan, is we've said that one of the things people can do is find a charity and donate in the name of Celine.
Yes,
my
yes,
cat.
of course. Let's take over the world.
Frederick H. adopted an elephant in Kenya
All right, I'm listening.
in honor of Celine.
Fuck yes.
Celine, my cat Celine is now the foster parent of Bondeni, a baby elephant in Kenya.
I feel that's amazing. I feel so good about that. I didn't realize the scope of this until all of a sudden your cat is fostering a baby elephant. And then you're like, okay, the world's gone crazy.
I went along to the world of angel in a blue.
So after this point, I haven't finished it. I don't know exactly. I'm gonna go and tweak Jordan a little bit because he kind of like warps.
Kenya.
I want him to kind of start dancing around, but like his placement is weird. So I gotta fix a couple things, but that's basically the idea. Instead of the "you belong to the city" with all the Alex going like blah blah and saying dumb funny bullshit. Instead, it's gonna be like extra wholesome and relaxing, and like we're gonna forget about Alex for this episode. We're gonna watch a funny dumb commercial, and make fun of the weirdos, and then we're gonna be reminded that this is actually a beautiful community that we're building, or that has been built. And hopefully this, I'm just gonna, next episode, the outro will be them announcing the next animal and then bringing it in, right? And then by the end, we'll have an elephant, a quokka, a blue whale, a possum, a gorilla, more trees, a pangolin, a rhino, and a bee. Single B. We could put it like on the elephant's, the end of Bondenny's trunk. So, anyway, I think. What do I need to do?
Baby elephant in Kenya.
I feel that's amazing. I feel so good about that. I feel so good about that. I didn't realize the scope of this.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe. It's just, I didn't realize the scope of this. I might warp them back to the couch. Couch and TV. And an air. That could work. So let's open DaVinci Resolve. Figure something out. Is anybody watching? Is there anybody out there? If you're watching live, that could work. So let's open DaVinci Resolve. Definitely write a comment. Say hello. I don't think anyone is watching. I don't think you are watching, you. And so, technically, I'm talking to the person who's not watching. Go ahead and leave a comment. You can leave a comment on these even long after the stream is finished, if you're watching in the future. It's been kind of slow lately, or at least like I haven't streamed in a couple weeks. But the last time I streamed, I also had 0 viewers. All night long. Which didn't used to happen at all. Like, I'd usually get 2 or 3 people. And I've gotten a lot more subscribers. I haven't really been trying super hard to promote the live stream channel, which is kind of deliberate. I don't necessarily want it to be flooded with people. It should only be for people who are into it. And I would expect, you know, out of 1,000 subscribers, there's probably just 1 or 2 who are like, A, they like watch YouTube live streams on Friday nights, and B, like are also big Knowledge Fight fans, and C, also like animation or art fans, or like are interested in the fact that these videos are being made. So it's a subset of a subset of a subset of people. But now I have like 3,000 subscribers. So shouldn't there be like 5 people here ish? Statistically, maybe it's, you know, statistics. You never know how they're gonna go. Yeah, I mean, I guess you do sometimes know a percentage of the time. All right, so Celine's family. The other thing I have to do really is just a few like Dan and Jordan layout poses, which these are like the most frustrating. They're just the most kind of slow for me. I gotta figure out something different to do at the beginning here. Oh yeah, I think I'm just gonna do the title piece. So this begins with a pretty quick setup. Oh, there's another Easter egg. Does anyone know what that's from? If you know where that is, that's kind of a deep cut. I mean, you have to be online, or because I saw this like get posted on the subreddit, It's Alex's like little finger painting he did with his daughter. He like posted up a picture of him holding it. And I nabbed it. I cropped it. I framed it. And Dan's got it on his wall. And the boys got a couch. So they've upgraded. They've upgraded. We're going to take this AJ head out of there.
This next commercial made me laugh at The Office. Like,
Okay.
I was sitting there listening to it.
Oh, yeah, we have Dan laughing at The Office.
And everyone stared at me. What are you doing? Like, because
Okay, so right here, I need to add Dan and Jordan on the couch.
that weird. It's.
And it's not too long, it's just this.
I was like, I was.
Why is it playing so slow? There's hardly anything here. All right. Anyway. From here to here, let's try to play back quarter resolution.
I was like, I was.
'Cause it's just audio I want to listen to.
I was like, I was blown away. Mic down on this one because it's
Okay.
that weird.
Okay.
It's too weird.
Mic down on this one because it's that weird. It's too weird.
I was like, I was blown away. Mic down on this.
I was blown away. Mic down.
I was like, I was blown away.
I was like,
I was like, I was blown. I was like, I was blown away. Mic down on this one. I was like, I was blown away. Mic down on this one because it's. I was like, I was blown away. Mic down on this one because it's
Okay.
that weird.
Okay.
I was like, I was blown away.
I was like, I was blown away.
I was like, I was blown away.
I was like, I was blown away. So, right now, I'm trying to figure out exactly what are these, which of these frame waveforms are the words that he's saying, so I can grab the pictures and sort of line them up, and then this is a good strategy. Actually, turn off layers that I'm not using, so it doesn't have to like. Because I don't need to just stare at the background while it's playing, but it's using all this like processing power just to like display this still background. So just don't do that. All right. And then so I have Dan and Jordan like on couch poses, and I just got to figure out like which frames are going to go with which words. And then I might fill in some in-betweens or whatever if I have to. So, where is it? It's going to be somewhere here. It's like Dan Couch or something. Did I not import those yet? Okay, so we're going to have to import them into DaVinci over here on the Media tab. All right, so where I might see. I tried to be organized, and I still got disorganized. I really tried. There should be a folder in this one called Dan and Jordan, Jordan Dan, and this is Dan Office, Dan Couch. Okay, Dan on Couch is in here. All right, so I have 48 different pictures of Dan on the couch, and 51 pictures of Jordan on the couch. In the couch. It's indica in the couch, or is it sativa sofa? Sofa. All right, let's do Dan first. Dan's gonna say what?
I was blown away.
I was blown away. So now we're gonna kind of try to look through these, and figure out which one, because I have a lot of them where he's looking at the TV, and then the same ones where he's like looking at Jordan. So I want to kind of have him look over at Jordan and then over back at the TV. Which are the ones where he is? So we're at Dan on couch. All right, there he's looking at Jordan with these ones, and he's laughing. So this is probably a good one to start with. Or maybe you might want arms up. Maybe I need arms up. But I want arms up with the laughy face. Let's try this. I was okay. So that's 10. Okay, let's put 12 right there.
Blown away.
Blown away. I think that could be an eyes closed one. Or maybe that one. Let's see what we think.
Blown.
Nah. Blown away. Oh, there we go. Maybe this one.
Was blown away. Yeah. Blown away. Mike down.
Mike down on this one. So then he's definitely going to look over at Jordan, which were the early ones, I think. Maybe that one. Mike down on this one.
Mike down on this one because it's that weird.
Okay.
Because it's that weird.
Because it's that weird.
That weird.
Okay.
Weird.
Okay.
It's
Where's that? Eyes closed. Yeah, there we go. It's too weird.
It's too weird.
And actually, the it's too
Okay.
weird
It's
part.
too weird.
I think I want to go back to the front view because we're going to zoom into the TV. So let's do that. Actually, we could probably copy this. Yeah. Just use a couple of the same frames, but I'll maybe change Jordan. So I just hold Alt while I click and drag, and it makes a copy of whatever I've selected. It's too weird.
Weird.
Okay.
It's too that weird.
Okay.
It's too weird.
Okay.
It's too weird.
All right. Let's turn all this back on. Take that away. All right. And Jordan.
Weird.
Okay.
It's too.
Okay.
It's too.
So have him just saying, okay, and then he's going to turn his head. So we need the back view of Jordan. Back of the head, Jordan. What? They got to be in here. Is it under BG? Oh. Oh, I had search parameters on. But it's still not in there. Is it under Celine? Of course not. It might be under TV. Yeah, okay, it's under TV. Oh, I'm so disorganized again.
Okay.
It's too.
Where's the right one? Gotta find the right place.
It's.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
I was blown away. Mic down on. Mic down on. It was blown away.
Don't need that one.
Blown away. Mic down on this. It's
Okay.
that weird.
Okay.
It's too weird.
All right. And then that's when the commercial will start. Going to zoom into the commercial. Then the commercial ends.
That's bizarre.
I
I
mean,
forgot about this
It's a
part.
book.
there's a book
It's a book.
about hiding your guns.
Yes.
And
Where,
and
where
the
to
book-
hide them and where to not hide them.
Where would, under any circumstance,
Don't hide
like
them.
what circumstance could arise where you're like, well, maybe I should hide this gun in this place, and the book is like, no, don't do it, not under any circumstance. Sure, it's raining outside, but don't hide it underneath the porch.
It seems like a good idea given the circumstances, but that's because you're a fool. You don't understand where to hide guns.
And hey, look, if you're that good at hiding guns, maybe you should write another book that says how to hide your book from people trying to shut it down.
Let's also be honest. This is about making weapons caches.
Yeah, exactly.
This is about like
No
militia
wonder it's
survival
illegal.
shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why it's like we might disappear at any point because what we're doing is legally dicey.
Where not to hide your guns.
Dig a hole.
Don't hide them in your underwear.
Don't do that.
Nuh-uh.
Don't do that.
Don't hide it in your shoe.
No.
Don't hide it in the zoo.
I was a highwayman.
Jordan. Jordan.
Quick question.
All right, and we know what happens from there. Where's that thing I had to fix? It was with Jordan when he starts freaking out over the baby elephant. That right there. It's not going to be this poor quality. It's just how the program is displaying it right now. Oh, that's not the right one. It's that one. Okay, this should be easy.
That's amazing! That's amazing!
Lean. Of Bondeni, a baby elephant in Kenya.
I feel so good about that. I feel so good about that. I didn't realize the scope of this until. Good about that. I feel so good about that.
All right, so here we're gonna. What's under this? photos. Okay. I'm going to put this little thing back on the TV that the boys are watching. Like this. Okay. Drag it on over to here. All right. So let's see how this will be done. I want to switch right when he says,
scope of this
Yeah,
until I didn't
realize the scope of this. Take that away, and we'll put this down here. And we'll just elongate everything. And back of the heads are easy because they don't have to do anything. Might wobble them back and forth or something. Alright, and we just shrink this down and put it in the TV frame. It's a new way of doing it. I just made the TV screen transparent. So I just put whatever I want on the TV on the layer below it. Simple, and if I don't get it exactly right, it doesn't like peek out of the sides of the TV. It still like looks fine, even if it's not exactly centered. But let's double check that it is we're just gonna kind of make this one transparent just temporarily to sort of fine-tune where does it actually begin, like there, like there. Okay, the proportions are not quite right, so we will snip a little from the top. That looks good. Okay, then we'll turn this back up to full opacity.
scope of
Oopsie. Looks like I had effects on this one.
a baby.
Yeah. So let's just say
Realize the scope until the cat is fostering a baby elephant, and then you're like, okay, the work.
and I don't really know what to do with these last few seconds. I kind of like just sort of this just slow. But I think I want to include Bondeni. Basically, it's just this again. But maybe I'll just have them posing next to each other. And then we'll just slowly zoom in. This is what I originally had was doing the time lapse. I don't know. I thought it'd look better than it does. So I don't know. I'm gonna do something else here. But basically, I could even just hold this out as long as they're talking. Right?
Cat is fostering a baby elephant, and then you're like, it's gone crazy.
The world's gone crazy. I think my world's gone crazy. Uh-oh.
I
I think my world's gone crazy. Okay, so I've been working on the outro. The intro in this episode ain't much. It's just this little couch scene here.
Everyone's gonna be
I've
like,
already got. But I don't want Alex. I decided I'm just gonna not even have his dumb face appear at all. Before I was like, oh, I should put him like in this, just stick his face somewhere. But no. Sometimes it's not about you, Alex. Sometimes it ain't about your dumb, attention-seeking, nasty little behavior.
laugh at
Okay?
the office.
It's not about that. Okay. Well, okay, what we're going to do then is we're going to render this, and then we'll have a nice clean file to be able to watch from. The end or the beginning and the end. I still have to animate stuff for this part. All this part in yellow. This is when they're riffing. I think I'm gonna have. Maybe I'll just have a guy hiding his gun under the porch, and then Jordan comes running in holding the gun book, screaming. Or I could have Jordan putting his hiding a gun under the porch, and then having him like look at the book, or maybe have Dan like holding the book up or something, and the book says no with 100 O's all across the page. Do not hide it under the porch. Or the book itself could be like a little talking character. Because what Jordan says is like, he's like riffing that the book itself would be screaming at you. It's kind of what it sounded like. I don't know. I've been too focused on the other parts of this, which, including the commercial itself, that's the first thing I did. Was do the actual commercial, which I've showed part of, but I've finished all of it. I have. But I don't want to spoil it. Even though there's 0 people watching. 0 people. Is it rendering? Oh God. 1 hour? No. Why would it take this long? Huh. I don't know. Okay. Well, I think running my streaming software and everything is just taking up too much. So we're going to end the stream here. And yeah, we'll catch you next time. Next time I feel like streaming, we'll be able to check out more stuff. We're not going to listen to the pod tonight. Sorry.